Across the globe, humanity is woven together by a tapestry of cultures, each shaped by the land they call home. The world is filled with people whose lives are deeply connected to the land. For many, the earth is not just a resource but a living partner, providing food, shelter, and a sense of belonging that runs through generations. My journey led me to Namibia, a country of red dunes, wild coastline, and vast open spaces. Here, the landscape is both breathtaking and unforgiving, a place where survival demands respect for nature's rhythms. In the remote northwest, the Himba people have thrived for centuries, in Kyokoland's arid plains and rocky mountains. Their villages are scattered across a land where water is scarce, and the sun is relentless. The Himba are semi-nomadic pastoralists, resilient and deeply respectful of nature. Their lives revolve around their cattle, which are both livelihood and legacy, and their unique customs reflect a profound harmony with their environment. Despite the encroachment of the modern world, they have preserved their traditions. The Himba continue to wear their distinctive ochre paste, maintain their rituals, and pass down stories that keep their heritage alive. I set out to live with a Himba family, to share their daily life, and learn from their perspective. I wanted to understand not just what they do, but why they do it, the values and beliefs that guide their choices. This was not about tourism, but about genuine connection, moving beyond surface images to real understanding. Through shared meals, laughter, and quiet moments, I began to see the world through their eyes. My time in their village became a lesson in community, tradition, and the universal bonds that unite us. The Himba's sense of togetherness, their respect for elders, and their joy in simple moments reminded me of what truly matters. By sharing this story, I hope to offer a glimpse into a world rich in tradition and wisdom. The Himba's way of life is a testament to resilience, adaptability, and the enduring power of culture. The Himba have much to teach us, if we listen with open hearts. Their story is a reminder that, despite our differences, we are all connected by our shared humanity and our relationship with the land. The journey began in Windhoek, Namibia's capital, a city where modern buildings and bustling markets stand in stark contrast to the wild landscapes that lie beyond its borders. The city's energy was palpable, but I knew that soon, I would be leaving its comforts behind. As we drove north, the paved roads gradually faded into dusty tracks, the hum of city life replaced by the crunch of gravel beneath our tires. The landscape began to change, becoming more rugged and remote with every passing mile. Heading into Kyokoland felt like traveling back in time, modern life slipping away with every mile. The sense of isolation grew, and the vastness of the wilderness was both humbling and exhilarating. The landscape was breathtaking. Endless plains stretching as far as the eye could see, painted in golden hues by the afternoon sun. Acacia trees dotted the savanna, their silhouettes stark against the sky, while rocky gorges carved dramatic lines through the earth. Dry riverbeds snaked through the parched land, shimmering under a relentless sun that seemed to hang motionless overhead. The heat was intense, and the air carried the scent of dust and wild grasses. Gradually, signs of Himba life appeared, herds of cattle and goats moving slowly across the plains, watched over by figures in ochre-red attire. Simple settlements emerged, built from branches and mud, blending seamlessly into the landscape. These homesteads spoke of a people deeply connected to their environment. The Himba's connection to the land is both spiritual and practical, dictated by the needs of their herds and the changing seasons. Their daily rhythms are shaped by the cycles of nature, and survival here depends on a profound understanding of the environment. After days of travel, we finally arrived at a small village, dome-shaped huts encircling a livestock pen, smoke rising gently from cooking fires. Children ran out to greet us, their faces bright with curiosity and laughter, eager to see the newcomers. The adults followed, calm and welcoming, their presence radiating a quiet strength and dignity. Standing at the edge of the village, I felt a mix of nerves and anticipation. My journey into the Himba world was about to begin, and I was filled with questions and excitement. Here, life is humble, resilient, and deeply rooted in tradition. Every gesture, every task, seemed to carry the weight of generations. The adventure of arrival was just the beginning. I knew that the days ahead would be filled with new experiences and lessons. With an open mind and a sense of wonder, I was ready to learn from the Himba and immerse myself in their extraordinary way of life. As the vehicle rumbled to a stop and I stepped out, a wave of anticipation washed over me. The landscape was vast and sun-baked, dotted with the ochre-colored huts of the Himba people. I could feel my heart beating faster, knowing I was about to meet a community whose traditions have endured for centuries. My first sight of the Himba was unforgettable. Their presence was both dignified and striking, a living testament to their rich heritage. The women's skin and hair glowed with a deep red hue, colored by ochres, a traditional paste made from butterfat and ochre. This unique mixture not only beautifies but also protects them from the harsh desert sun, and is a symbol of their identity and pride. Their intricate jewelry, beads, shells and metal, was more than decoration. Each piece told a story, marking milestones like marriage, motherhood, and social status, weaving together the threads of ancestry and tradition. The men, lean and weathered by years under the African sun, moved with a quiet confidence. Their strength was evident not just in their bodies, but in the way they carried themselves, proud, yet welcoming. The village chief approached with a broad smile, extending his hand in greeting. His hospitality was immediate and genuine, making me feel less like an outsider and more like a guest of honor. I was humbled by their openness and laughter. In this remote corner of Namibia, kindness truly is a universal language, bridging gaps between cultures and backgrounds. My new home for the night was a simple hut, its mud walls cool and dark inside. It offered a welcome refuge from the relentless sun, and I marveled at how such simplicity could provide such comfort. Soon, curious children peeked in, their eyes wide with wonder and excitement. Their giggles filled the air, and their playful curiosity reminded me of the universal nature of childhood. As dusk settled, we gathered around a crackling fire. The sky above was ablaze with stars, more brilliant than I had ever seen, casting a magical glow over the village. Around the fire, language barriers faded away. We shared smiles, laughter, and simple gestures, discovering that connection doesn't always require words. I watched daily life unfold before me. Women preparing food with practiced hands, men tending to their cattle, and children playing games outside their huts. Each moment was a window into a way of life both ancient and enduring. Despite being a stranger, I felt a growing sense of belonging. The Himba welcomed me not just into their village, but into their lives, sharing their stories and traditions with open hearts. Their warmth and acceptance were immediate and profound, leaving a lasting impression on my heart. As the sun rose over the village, I realized I was exactly where I needed to be, welcomed, accepted, and forever changed by my first encounter with the Himba people. At the heart of every Himba village is the okuruwo, the sacred fire, a living link to their ancestors. The fire is tended day and night, its smoke believed to carry prayers to Mukuru, their supreme being. The Himba's belief system is rooted in respect for ancestors who act as intermediaries with the divine. Major decisions and rituals begin at the sacred fire, guided by the village elder. The village layout reflects these beliefs. Huts circle the fire with the chief's hut aligned to it and the cattle enclosure. Cattle are sacred, central to ceremonies and daily life. Every tradition from greetings to home building is infused with spiritual meaning. Spirituality is not separate from daily life, it is woven into every action. This deep connection to the past gives the Himba a strong sense of identity and purpose. Their world is one where the spiritual and physical are inseparable. Himba women are renowned for their striking red ochre paste, a blend of butterfat, ochre, and aromatic resin. Camby, my host, showed me how the ochre is ground, mixed with butterfat, and scented with resin over the fire. The ritual is both practical and symbolic, protecting skin from the sun, moisturizing, and serving as a mark of beauty and identity. Each morning, women apply the paste with care, celebrating their heritage and connection to the earth. Hairstyles and jewelry are equally meaningful. Braids and headdresses signal age, status, and marital position. Young girls wear simple braids. Married women don elaborate orembe headdresses. Every detail of dress is a visual language, telling stories of family and tradition. Witnessing this daily art was a privilege, an expression of culture and pride. The Himba's appearance is not just adornment, but a living history. Their dress is a celebration of who they are. It is beauty with deep roots. Life in the Himba village begins before sunrise with the sounds of roosters and cattle. Men and boys lead livestock to graze, relying on deep knowledge of the land for survival. Women manage the village, milking, churning butter, fetching water, and maintaining homes. Meals are simple porridge with soured milk meat reserved for special occasions. Resourcefulness is key, nothing is wasted, every resource valued. Children learn by doing, boys tend calves, girls help with chores, all preparing for adult roles. Despite hard work, there is always time for laughter and rest in the shade. Community is the foundation. Families support each other, sharing food, care, and responsibility. Children are raised by the village. Everyone belongs. This communal life creates a powerful safety net. No one is left behind. In a world often focused on the individual, the Himba's unity is deeply moving. It is a lesson in the strength of togetherness. Evenings under the baobab tree were filled with stories, song, and laughter. Despite language barriers, we found ways to connect. Gestures, drawings, and shared curiosity bridged the gap. The Himba's generosity was boundless. I was always offered the first portion of food, the warmest blanket, the best seat. This spirit of sharing extended to everyone. Possessions belong to the community, not the individual. Unity is their strength. Survival depends on mutual support. Their kindness made me reflect on my own society's separateness. The Himba reminded me that true wealth lies in relationships, not possessions. Their way of life is a powerful lesson in empathy and connection. In their world, no one is alone. Community is everything. I left each evening feeling richer in spirit. Kyokoland's landscape is ever-changing. Golden hills at dawn, stark plains at noon, and fiery sunsets at dusk. Nights brought a sky ablaze with stars, untouched by city lights. Wildlife thrives here. Springbok oryx kudu and the rare desert-adapted elephants roam the land. The Himba know every plant and animal, their knowledge passed down through generations. They see themselves as part of nature, not separate from it. Their survival is tied to the health of the land and its creatures. This deep connection is a reminder of our own dependence on the earth. In modern life, we often forget our roots in nature. The Himba live with constant awareness of the rhythms of the land. Their wisdom is a call to protect our planet. Leaving the Himba village was bittersweet. I was saying goodbye to a new family. The chief gifted me a carved bracelet, a symbol of our bond. The children's smiles and the warmth of the community stayed with me as we drove away. The Himba taught me that true wealth is found in relationships, tradition, and connection to the land. Their lessons will stay with me forever. In a divided world, learning from other cultures is more important than ever. We are united by our shared hopes and values. You don't have to travel far to connect. Start by learning about the cultures around you. Be curious, listen, and open your heart to the world's diversity. The world is waiting to be explored, with empathy and wonder.